What's going on, everybody? My name's Solar Eclipse 104. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. As usual on a Friday, this is a Fan Story Friday video, and it is from somebody in our Discord server. I'll put up his picture, or his name, whatever you want to call it, and it's when you bust the 10th nut. And you know, with a name like that, already, this is gonna be a great story. But yeah, this is another story about bullying. I really wouldn't call it bullying, per se. I don't know why I love that word, per se. I'd more call it being picked on. I mean, I guess they're different words, well, different meanings. But yeah, I've rambled on long enough, so let's start this. So, this is a story about how our character in this, not even character, the person who told me this story, his name, as you've seen before, when you bust the 10th nut, but basically, he roasted this kid who was picking on him. So yeah, that's all the information you guys will get out of that for right now. But this one day, he was playing basketball, and it was at a park that's local to him, I assume. He told me the name of it, and I'm not going to tell you guys the name of it, because I don't really want you guys knowing where he lives. But he was at this park, and he was playing a 3-on-3, which is basketball teams, and yeah, we all know this, but it was with random people, and so this kid, random kid, he comes to the court and he starts to play basketball with them, alright? Now, this kid, I don't really know the correct word to describe him, but he would nitpick at every little thing, so he was pretty much a little leafy, except not funny. But yeah, if you messed up like a single thing with this kid, he would pretty much just start making fun of you, so he's every little third grader in the world. Except I assume he didn't finish every sentence with, your mom and last night. But yeah, a little extra detail that the teller of the story put in was that he literally could breathe, and this kid would tell him he's doing it wrong. So yeah, pretty much a little leafy, but like I said before, not funny. But as we all know, people like this, they can get quite annoying pretty fast. And so when you bust the 10th nut, you know, the teller of the story, he got pretty pissed at this. And basically, what he decided to do was do exactly what this kid that joined the game, let's call him Billy, he decided to do what Billy was doing to him the whole time. And so he started nitpicking at him. And basically, this kid, Billy, he missed a wide open layup, alright? And when you bust the 10th nut, said to him, how you making fun of me if you can't even make a wide open layup? And I'm personally not much of a sports person. I mean, if I ever do a face reveal and you see my whole body, you'll be able to tell pretty quickly I'm not much of a sports person. But even I, the skinniest person that you will probably ever see, even I can make a wide open layup. But basically, this kid that we named Billy, he got pretty salty. But yeah, that's the end of that part. But a little bit after, this other kid, let's name him John. John, he was pretty short. I mean, when you bust the 10th nut, we're gonna start calling him Mr. Nut. Basically, Mr. Nut described him with some words that I'm not gonna say. Mainly because, then, if I ever do a face reveal, you're all gonna say I'm racist. So yeah, I'm not gonna say it. But he was pretty short. I mean, he wasn't even 5 feet tall, according to Mr. Nut. And basically, this kid, he started talking shit, and it's because, you all guessed it, Mr. Nut decided to block him. Well, in terms of basketball. And Mr. Nut said that he was about 5'8", maybe 5'9", so it was pretty easy to block this kid. I mean, he was under 5 feet. But then after a little while, I guess him and his brother, you know, Mr. Nut has a brother, but they had decided to quit. And after that, the other kid, Billy, they started a 2v2 with Mr. Nut and his brother. And Mr. Nut says that it was pretty funny because there was a bunch of girls there that they had known, actually both sets of them had known, and the two kids that were making fun of our friend Mr. Nut, they were going especially hard, no pun intended, but they were playing especially hard on Mr. Nut and his brother because they were trying to impress these girls, which, honestly, in the end didn't work because Mr. Nut and his brother, and I quote, they were spanked by us, no homo. That is the actual quote. But these two kids, they were fouling a lot, and Mr. Nut just kept laughing, and then some kid had the balls to say to him, boy, why do you smile when they foul? And Mr. Nut said, boy, you look like a pedophile when you smile. And then this is where the main roast comes in. He said, why don't you go over there and kidnap a little girl? Oh shit, never mind, a little boy, cause I know you're like that. And I guess this roast really worked because after that, these two kids didn't mess with him whatsoever. And Mr. Nut has requested for me to say that 9/11 was an inside job. And he told me to say that or else he'll slap me so hard that I'll open up my eyes. And if you guys don't know what I look like, which none of you do, I look Asian because I am Asian. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed today's Fan Story Friday. If you have any similar stories, go ahead and leave them down in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and leave a like. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. But anyway, I'll see you all later. Peace.